NBA Odds Pod on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is presented by MyBookie.ag. Use the promo code SGP for up to $1,000 in deposit bonus. That's MyBookie.ag, promo code SGP to win and get paid. And since we're talking about MyBookie, you should also know that we have teamed up with All Things Comedy to run back the 2019 NFL playoffs via Madden Sims and giving away $10,000 in MyBookie credits. It's been going on. It's been a lot of fun. So go to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/ATC for all the info. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/ATC. We're also brought to you by Ace Per Head. Ace is the leader in pay-per-head providers, and they make it super easy to start your own sportsbook. Plus, Ace is offering up to 6 weeks free at aceperhead.com/SGP. That's aceperhead.com/SGP. And finally, we're brought to you by Cushy Dreams. Cushy Dreams is a new company with a full line of smokable CBD, now shipping legally to all 50 states. And if you use promo code SGP, get 15% off. That's KUSHY dreams.com, promo code SGP. And welcome to NBA Odds Pod. We are back for a second day in a row with Zach Broner. We're here to talk NBA. We're done with TBT. I don't know how the championship game ended yet, but I'm sure it was amazing. Hopefully Sideline Cancer won, and I covered my bet. So Zach, right before we got on this call, you were telling me you had just seen some news. What was that news you had just said?
I guess there was a mixture of good news and bad news. So 2 players had tested positive for the virus.
Within the bubble, I saw.
Within the bubble. 2 players out of, I think it was 320 tested positive for the virus. But those players had their positive tests caught during the preliminary quarantine period. So for people who hadn't been following, every team that gets to the bubble is then still locked down for a few more days in their rooms, can't see anybody, so that they can continue testing positive and then enter the full-on bubble where they can have that quote-unquote campus-like atmosphere. So they caught 2 players' tests that were in isolation already, and they're getting them out of the bubble. So hopefully this is a sign that the bubble is working and not a bug of it.
Are there any rumors as to who the players are?
So I'm not sure. As of now, and we're recording this on Monday evening, they haven't said which 2 players it is, but they did also separately have one of the, whatever, Chris Haynes bombs. Now we can talk about how Woj is gone.
Yeah.
That Richaun, Holmes, and Bruno Caboclo both had to leave the bubble for a quarantine period after they accidentally went too far off campus grounds while picking up a food delivery. And what do you think that is a cover-up story for?
It definitely sounds like, yeah. How do they accidentally let these guys just wander off? They don't have security posted all around. That definitely seems shady.
Yeah, it may. So Richaun Holmes' explanation was, I briefly and accidentally crossed the campus line to pick up a food delivery. So either he was really hungry or something else.
How do these guys not have a team assistant to pick up the food deliveries for them?
Yeah, I don't know.
I know they're limited on the amount of people that they can have there. So I guess these guys have to do more for themselves than maybe they're used to. Okay, well, those aren't names that are going to affect things too poorly, but it did also come out, I read just before this, that Russell Westbrook has confirmed that he did test positive for COVID. He is still in Houston or wherever he was before. He hasn't gone to the bubble yet because of that, and he just said he looks forward to joining his team. But it seems like he should be good by the time games start back up. But as long as he's good before the playoff startup. That should be good. A weird thing though is Mike D'Antoni said that James Harden has also not joined the team, as well as Luke Moute. Not that matters, but it's weird that they don't have their two star players with the Rockets yet. What does that tell you?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a story to follow, I guess. We got more news on the Russell Westbrook front today. Haven't heard anything about Harden yet, but it is interesting. I mean, the Rockets were kind of the trendy team to sort of talk about how, they were going to get hot in the bubble and they were finally going to gel with the new experiment. But now they won't have a full outfit during the sort of the lead up practice period. So I wonder, are they going to be hurt by it? Is it neutral? I don't really know, but it'll be interesting.
I feel like they gotta have. I mean, if Harden and Westbrook miss any games together, I mean, that's gonna be. I mean, that team is nothing without those guys.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're a little bit far from missing games though, because if he is missing it for COVID reasons, then they probably, meaning they both have it right now, and obviously prayers up to them to recover first of all, but that we're still almost 20 days from the bubble, so maybe they would be recovered and then in by that time, or if it's something different, then I'm sure they have an arrangement to arrive prior to the season starting.
Yeah, I will say that I noticed that some sports books started pulling player props off for the Rockets. You can't find. I was having trouble finding Westbrook and Harden player props right now. Also, they started pulling off some Rockets odds as far as like what'll be the if you wanted odds on a Rockets finals matchup, they're harder to find now. So I mean, just obviously nothing too big yet, but definitely something to watch. Speaking of player props, I grabbed some that looked interesting to me, and I'm gonna throw them out to Zach. I haven't shared these with him yet. I'm just gonna kind of throw out there and get his knee-jerk reaction, which one he would rather do. I'm gonna start with the Lakers. Which of these player props would you rather have? Anthony Davis, playoff average rebounds, and they set it at 10. If you go over 10, it's minus 115. Under 10 is minus 125. Or LeBron James, playoff average assists, that's also set at 10. You get minus 140 if you go over, and plus 100 if you go under. Which one of those do you like more?
Which one do I like more, as in which way would I go on each of those?
Yeah, I mean,
which my strong.
We can talk about which way you'd go on each of those, but which one would you put more money on?
I like Anthony Davis over 10 rebounds more. Just kind of my knee-jerk thought there. I think he was averaging probably around 9 or 10 this year.
He's averaging 9.4 during the season.
Yeah, so he was averaging 9.4 during the season, and keep in mind the Lakers have played a traditional center alongside AD for much of this season. Dwight Howard, I'm sure, has monstrous rebounding totals as well. But when you get into the playoffs, I predict that they will downsize and play Anthony Davis at center a lot more.
Yeah.
Maybe even significantly more, as I think that will probably be their closing lineup in any high pressure game. They'll likely have AD at the 5. I mean, I don't want to say likely. They could potentially survive with that with a true center. They've shown an ability to do that, but I still like that total to rise as he plays more minutes without a traditional center.
I agree. I think a lot of experts that I've been listening to and reading think that the Lakers will play more minutes with Davis at the 5, even though he doesn't really like that. They haven't played that many minutes with him at the 5 during the regular season, but that is, I mean, maybe not to wear him down. This is the time to really unleash that line. So I do while I like that bet, I would also go with the over and getting that minus 115. I would put if I had $1 million to put on either, I would go with over 10 assists per game for LeBron James. He was averaging 10.6 assists per game this season and leading the league. So yeah, it's not great odds at minus 140, but I feel like that's just kind of guaranteed he's going to go over 10 assists.
Yeah, I mean, I think I like the over too. I think what the line is like kind of getting at theory wise, that he's going to be more selfish in the playoffs, look for his own shot more.
Yeah.
But the flip side of that is just that he's going to have the ball in his hands so much. And we didn't even talk about, Rondo being injured now.
Right. It just came out that he's out for 6 to 8 weeks.
Yeah. So that is a big time injury loss for them, already being down Avery Bradley. We talked about this already, but J.R. Smith or Dion Waiters is going to play real minutes for his team in the playoffs. That's pretty much a fact now. Alex
Caruso is going to play. I could see him playing a lot of minutes.
Big role on a team that's favored to win a title. I mean,
Alex Caruso looks like he should be playing in TBT. Just his look.
Yeah, exactly.
Not the NBA. I could have definitely.
Like John Elmore, honestly.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, like without minus Avery Bradley, minus Rajon Rondo, big burden on LeBron to sort of carry the offense, and I think I like the over.
As I mentioned at the top, the guys are back with another awesome Sims tournament, teaming up with All Things Comedy. They're running back the 2019 NFL playoffs and giving away $10,000 in MyBookie credits. The tournament is already going, so make sure you head over to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/ATC for all the info. And while you're doing that, you might as well also click on over to mybookie.ag. Hey, whatever you're looking to bet on, MyBookie has it. They're the globe's leading online sportsbook, featuring live and dynamic odds, so you can always wait for the right spot to place your bet to maximize your chance to win. You wanna bet on TBT? Go over to mybookie.ag. They have lines for you. Plus, they've got tons of options in their casino with all your favorite games, including thousands of dollars in free entry blackjack tournaments with a $20,000 jackpot prize starting this week. Whichever way you're leaning, you can get those bets without a hassle. From your computer at your home or your mobile phone, it's instant access, instant action all the time. Give MyBookie a call and they will even place your bet for you over the phone. I mean, that's some old school shit, but that's pretty cool. Sign up right now using promo code SGP to net yourself some extra cash on top of your deposit. Put in $100 and they'll spot you a free $50 to play. That's pretty cool. That's promo code SGP. Make sure you use that when you make your first deposit. With MyBookie, you bet, you win, and most importantly, when you win, you get paid. Your boy, Jokić, playoff average assists. They put it at 7. If you go with the over, it's minus 130. The under is minus 110. You like that, or do you like his teammate Jamal Murray? They set that at 5. You take that over 5 is minus 120. Under 5 is minus 120 as well. Which of those bets would you put $1 million on?
I'll probably take Jokić over assists.
That's like right what he was averaging pretty much for the season. Yeah.
But if I recall last year's playoffs, he probably averaged 8 or 9 assists in the playoffs last year. He was absolutely going off. And I think with him being slimmed down, I agree. I'm skeptical of that decision because a lot of what he got was because of his physical strength.
Mm-hmm.
But I think assist wise, he'll have the ball in his hands so much, playing a few more minutes a game. And also, I'll let you guys in a little secret. Jokić in the playoffs last year and down the stretch of the regular season too, at home, he was an assist machine, and on the road, he was a scoring machine. I swear to God, every single Spurs-Blazers game, who they played in the first 2 rounds last year, I think it was like 14-0 on him. If he was at home, his assist prop going over.
Yeah.
And on the road, his scoring prop going over. It was like clockwork.
So you think he will have fewer assists because he'll be on the road? This is all on the road.
No, yeah, this is on the road. I was just saying in general. I guess that I forgot that does not apply because there's no home and road in this year's playoffs. So scratch everything I just said. I like Jokić over the total. I think that's what he does in the playoffs. The ball in his hands more.
I do think that they will lean on him as a facilitator more. I would, if I had to, I would go with the over on that. Although my $1 million bet, I think I might put on Murray under 5 assists a game. He was averaging under, just a little bit under that for the season, 4.8. I just think Jokić is going to be, I mean, he's going to be the main facilitator of this team through the playoffs. Murray, we saw how hot and cold he can be throughout the playoffs last season. Yeah. And so we'll see. All right. I'm going to do one more playoff prop, either or. We got the Heat's Adebayo average playoff rebounds. They set the number at 6. Over 6 is -140. Under 6 is +100. Or Joel Embiid, same average playoff rebounds. And they set that number at 12. Over 12 is -120, and under 12 is also -120. Which of those do you like more?
I think I'll go with rebounds again for kind of similar reasons to this is Bam Adebayo, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think for a similar logic to AD, he also plays a lot of minutes alongside Kelly Olynyk and Myers Leonard types. And I'm sure those same smart basketball podcasts that you've been listening to like Bam at the 5 for the Heat.
Yeah.
So I like that. But interestingly enough, he also, I think, has not been seen in the bubble yet.
Oh, really?
But yet his line is still up. So maybe there is something more going on. But
yeah, I will say I've been banging this player prop for since they first put them up. They originally put his over number at 5, averaging 5 rebounds a game. He averaged 10.5 rebounds per game this season. I don't know where this number is coming from. 6? I know it's at -140, but still, I mean, there's no way, unless he gets hurt or something, that he is going to get fewer than 6 rebounds a game.
Yeah, no, that's crazy.
Whereas Joel Embiid, who knows how he's going to come in shape-wise, but he averaged under 12 rebounds a game in the season, just under 11.8. But you never know with him sometimes. So I definitely like Adebayo. And as you said, I think they would be playing him a lot more center minutes. All right. So I've got this NBA special from my bookie. Most remaining regular season wins. So of these 3 teams, most remaining regular season wins. You got the Brooklyn Nets +180, Orlando Magic -105, Wizards +215. Which of those teams would you take for the most remaining wins in the bubble?
For the most remaining, I'm going to go take this right now. I would absolutely hammer the Magic on that.
Yeah.
I mean, as a non.
How is that
real?
Only -105. I mean, the Nets are just shedding all their players, and Bradley Beal's not playing for the Wizards. They don't even have Bertans. So
yeah. And all that being said, too, the Magic were not a terrible team. I mean, they're
like a half a game behind the Nets for the regular season. So
yeah. If the Magic were, they're in a similar vein to the Suns, no offense, Spurs,
and taken
Blazers, that type of team. I mean, they're not going to be overwhelmed in the bubble by everybody. So definitely the Magic there. No doubt.
Now that sports are coming back full force, have you thought about starting your own sports book? Well, you should, and I bet what? You don't know how. You don't have to. Ace Per Head has you covered. They are here to help you start a great sportsbook. They'll provide you with all-inclusive professional betting site with all the lines updated to the second and wagers graded immediately. They have top-notch customer support going 24/7 and some of the sharpest lines in the industry. Plus, Ace Per Head offers live betting and an amazing mobile experience. Get started today, and Ace is offering up to 6 weeks free. Just go to aceperhead.com aceperhead.com/SGP. That's aceperhead.com/SGP for 6 weeks free. You and I, the last time we spoke about NBA lines a couple of podcasts ago, we talked about the opening day games and the lines we liked to jump on early. I've got the lines for the second day of playoffs bubble play, July 31st. We've got the Magic versus the Nets, two teams we were just talking about. It's the Nets +6 right now. You still taking the Magic if they have to give up 6 points?
Yeah.
Absolutely, right?
Absolutely.
How about the Grizzlies versus Trailblazers? You give up a 1.5 if you're taking the Trailblazers.
I think I like the Memphis there. Did we talk about this game already? No, right?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I think
apologies to the listeners if we already have.
Yeah, no, I think I like Memphis there. That'll still be early for Portland, playing with their bigs for really the first time in over a year now. So yeah, I think I like Memphis there as an underdog to a team that I would say they're better than them.
Yeah, I get that. I kind of like the Blazers only because of Damian Lillard here. I feel like he's just going to come in guns blazing, wanting to make the playoffs, and they have to win as many games as possible, especially against a team like the Grizzlies that they have to knock off to get that 8 seed.
That's a big game on day 2 of the bubble for seeding purposes.
Absolutely. So, I mean, you're only giving up a 1.5 for that. So I would look at the Trailblazers there, but we'll see how things go as they get closer. I wouldn't jump on that line right now. I would wait. We got the Suns -7.5 versus the Wizards +7.5. Now that's a game probably nobody but me is going to watch. I'm taking the Suns -7.5. The Wizards are going to be horrible. Suns at least have a lot of their players. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm taking the Suns there.
They don't have Kelly Oubre, but for everything I've read, they have Ayton and Booker, right?
Yeah, I mean, I like the Suns too. I on a separate note, it'll be interesting to see kind of who gets lazy and how early that happens in the bubble in terms of teams not showing up energy-wise.
Yeah.
Because I was going to say, like, are the Suns really going to, like, lay it on them? But, yeah, I mean, the Suns are probably going to put their absolute best foot forward in this game. And
yeah, why not?
Such, yeah, exactly, yeah.
The Wizards, they're going to be so defeated coming in here without their star player. If the Suns have Booker, they at least will want to play well. I mean, they'll know how many people are going to be watching. This is going to be like a playoffs for them. I don't know. I think they're going to want to come and put their foot on their throat right away. So I would take that one now. Even I could see that line maybe moving even to favor the Suns more. Yeah. We got this would be a big game for the second day. Celtics versus the Bucks. The Bucks giving up 5. What do you like there?
I like the Celtics there. I think 5 is a lot of points. Yeah. Especially for a Bucks team that has seeding locked up, where the Celtics are kind of in a battle versus the Raptors. So I'll take the Celtics there.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. I don't think that the Bucks will. I mean, the Bucks don't have that much incentive to really go full tilt until they don't have to go full tilt until the second round. They're gonna like walk through whoever the first round is. So definitely take the Celtics there. They will want to move up if they can to avoid. I mean, right now that 76ers are at 6, which means they'd have to play the 76ers in the first round, a really hard matchup. I imagine the 76ers will be trying to move up, but if I'm Brad Stevens and the Celtics, you still want to have that stay as far away from the Sixers as you can for a first round matchup. Because I mean, if you get to the second spot, you're gonna either have the Magic or the Nets, and that's gonna be a cakewalk. All right, final game I'm gonna ask you about, and then we'll get out of here. Sacramento Kings versus San Antonio Spurs. You've given up 3 points. If you're taking the Kings, who do you like? I mean, they might be without Richaun Holmes now, huh?
Yeah, that's true. Exactly. I like the
He
Spurs.
actually played real well for them when he was healthy this season.
Yeah. Although they are getting Marvin Bagley back fully healthy, I think, for really the first time in his career. But I probably like the Spurs there. I do like the Kings. I'm high on the Kings coming into this, but are they 3 points better than San Antonio? Probably not. So, yeah, I like the Spurs there.
Okay, just one more quick break, and we'll be right back with the end of our podcast. Cushy Dreams is a new company that you all should be aware of right now. They are selling premium, smokable CBD, a full line of it. They specialize in extraordinary CBD-rich hemp flower and pre-roll CBD joints. You gotta get those pre-rolls. I love them. Now shipping legally in all 50 states. Join the group of adults who are sick of vapes and gummies. You don't want to be a kid anymore. You want to smoke your CBD. Okay, so this does not get you high. It does totally chill you out. I love it. It helps me sleep. I can't smoke just regular weed and go to sleep because my mind keeps going. But CBD, that does it for me. It's awesome. And Cushy Dreams has the best stuff that I've tried. I don't even have to try it. I can just read the ad. But I went out and I've tried a lot of CBD. It works for me, and this is good. It's grown in California and Oregon, so you know it's not coming from somewhere weird. Each plant is hand-selected by a team of experts who know what they are talking about. There's not some dude like Bill in the backyard in his like trailer or whatever growing them. So again, they're now shipping to all 50 states. You need to go to cushydreams.com. That's KUSHY dreams.com, and make sure you use our promo code so they know we sent you, SGP, and you will get 15% off. That's KUSHY dreams.com, promo code SGP. Smoke your CBD because you can. All right, man. Well, this was just a quick NBA check-in. Sam had like a lot to really talk about. We're going to be ramping up more podcasts with you as we get more news and stuff to talk about. I guess we can end by just talking very briefly about Woj being suspended by ESPN. I don't know. What's your take on this?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, without getting into the actual like political substance of it, I just thought, I guess it was a sign of 2020 that we have the most famous sports reporter in the world responding in expletives to a press release from a senator, and that went viral on Twitter. And then we had hashtag free Woj going viral on Twitter. Yeah. I mean, it's all just absolutely insane.
It was one of those things where I was like having some socially distanced cocktails with friends, and I didn't look at Twitter for a while. And then suddenly when I finally did look at Twitter, the first thing I saw was hashtag free Woj. And I'm like, what the fuck happened while I was having a couple of drinks? Where's Woj? What's wrong?
Yeah, a lot of, it's insane. But
I'm boned. I mean, I feel like without Woj there for the bubble, I mean, he doesn't get to go, right? Is that what we're hearing?
I don't know. I mean, so I think it's an indefinite suspension in ESPN. I doubt it's actually indefinite, but they haven't reported any terms of it. And he hasn't broken any news since he announced that he was apologizing and he was suspended. But I don't know. I mean, at least it's not like some transactional window where he's that necessary.
Yeah.
Like if this happened, going into free agency and he couldn't tweet, like, oh my God, that would be insane. But, after all, do we really need more tweets saying who's tested positive for coronavirus and who hasn't?
Probably not. Probably not. I mean, that's not that exciting. Some people, one tweet I saw said that Shams set him up so he can break all the news.
Yeah, no, I can see that.
He hacked his email account and sent that.
Well, it was kind of funny because like his email, I guess, was adrian.woj@espn.com, which just sounds like such a fake email. So like when I first saw the press release, like there's absolutely no chance this guy made his email woj@espn.com, but he did.
Yep. No, I mean, it makes sense. I mean, think of all the spam that motherfucker must get. Anything else wrap up before we go on this Tuesday?
No, I hope that the TBT was fun, and I really can't wait for the NBA to get started.
Cool, man. All right. Where can people find you?
You can find me on Twitter at NBA Zach B.
All right. And Zach will be making picks every day against the spread once we're back in it with the NBA. Thanks, Zach.
Basketball, gimme, gimme.